Hey everybody, Tony D and Little Joan. Well, Little Joan's you can't see her, but she's on a cushion on the floor. It's a little cooler down there. It's so hot. We're going to take a look, a screenwriter's rant on Jolt, starring Kate Beckinsale. What the hell's his name? God, I can't think of his name. And Tucci, Stanley Tucci, that's it. About a woman who gets angry and beats people up. This is basically a female version of Crank. So smash like and subscribe. Thank you for smash liking and subscribing. Please check out my books. Links in the description. They're all on Amazon. You can read them on Kindle Unlimited if you have Amazon Prime. Kindle Unlimited is free, so it's a great deal. I still get paid, and I can buy treats for Little Joan. Right, Little Joan? All right. Yeah, this is female Crank. I guess. I mean, Crank to me is one of the greatest tour de force action films ever made. I loved Crank, and I loved the sequel to Crank, which is the first time in, well, probably not the first time, but one of the times in cinematic history where you actually watch the movie unravel before your eyes. Whereas this movie seems like a pretty standard actioner with female protagonist. Basically, she's got some sort of weird problem that makes her angry and hit people for no reason, like Tourette's, and then she, I don't know, dates a guy, has sex with him, and then he gets killed, and then one of the guys from Game of Thrones is a gangster who killed him, so she goes after the gangsters, and she has superpowers because she could be angry. I guess. I mean, there's really very little explanation here. And, there's a lot of knowing lines like, why do creepy old men underestimate women? Like, that's a line in the movie. It doesn't really play to me, but I don't know what she is or who she's supposed to be. I don't know if she's a cop or not. It would make sense if she was some kind of cop, but she doesn't appear to be. And then here she is torturing the creepy guy. I guess that's going to be fun for some women. Susan Sarandon is in it, and tells her, there's Stanley Tucci, tells her to embrace her anger. For the first time, she can embrace her anger. Yeah, you never see women get angry. Yeah, that's not a thing. It's never been a thing in history. Well, it's so refreshing to see a woman get angry on screen. Kate Beckinsale is a great female action star. She is. I love her in the vampire movie she did. She was great in that. A lot of fun. I could see her in a movie like, she wasn't in it, but Atomic Blonde or a movie like that. Do we really need this feminism BS in the movie? Do we? Does that make it better? It turns me right off. I'm not going to see this movie. No way. It's on Amazon Prime. I could watch it for nothing. I won't go see it. I'm not seeing it. I don't need this. I don't need this lecture. There's not even a setup in the trailer of why she's so angry. Like, at least if you give me some sort of setup. Well, she was assaulted as a young girl or something, and okay, then it's a revenge thing. She's got a reason to hate men as opposed to the writers hate men, I guess. It infuriates me that they put this sort of politics just so blatantly in there, and it's got no business being in there. It turns what would probably be a perfectly fine actioner into, a sort of female version of it, where the women have to come in and say, "Oh, we're the women, and now we're going to show you how to do an action movie." Well, guess what? Now I won't see it. You obviously don't know what you're doing if you think this is going to appeal to the kind of people who want to watch action movies. And I'll tell you who want to watch action movies. Men. Men like action. Women tend not to like action movies. Because women, their entire sort of deal is they like relationships. So naturally, they gravitate towards relationship movies. Movies that are relationship based. Okay, you want to do the Bechdel test over and over again until you lose enough money to, I don't know what. Sure, keep doing it. I don't care. I don't have any reason to see this movie. There's no excuse for it. When you've got this much money behind a film, there's no excuse to make a bad movie, and not with a female lead this strong. I've got a screenplay she'd be perfect for. She'd be great in it. You know, she'd be empowered. She's empowered in that screen. That character's empowered. She's the main character. She kicks ass up and down the screenplay. You can have that and not preach to me about your woke feminism. It's infuriating that you think I'm that stupid. I'm not seeing your movie. And then when you cry, oh, nobody saw it, the men hate us. Charlie's Angels? Hello? Hello? You know these things have to make money. That's part of show business. Eventually these companies will run out of money. They'll run out of it. Oh, it might take them a long time, but they'll run out of money. Or more likely, eventually they'll just say, "Hey, let's try something different. Let's try making money." And somebody new will be the head of the studio, and then, you know, they'll eschew all this woke BS and try to rebuild a brand that makes damn sense. So if you're going to do this woke nonsense, no. People aren't going to see it. And you're going to get videos like this on YouTube, which also propagate people going, well, I'm not seeing this either. You know, I've been doing this for a while. If you like my videos and maybe you ignored my advice, you saw one of my videos, you say, he's probably wrong about that movie, and then you went to see it, it was exactly what I said, then you come back to me and go, oh, this guy knows what he's talking about. So I'm not going to waste your money. See, I don't like wasting my money on movies. My time is valuable. I'm not going to spend 2 hours watching this movie because I already know what it's about. It's a preachy action movie. I don't need preaching in my action. No. No preaching. That's not what action is. It's not. Okay? Kate Beckinsale is a movie star. She kicks A because she's a movie star. All right? Gina Carano as the lead, that'd be a little different. She's an actual fighter. Right? Kate Beckinsale, I mean, it's like Eddie Murphy's famous comedy bit from many years ago. I think it was from Raw. He's like, you fight me in a movie, I'll kick your ass. But in a club, yeah. Yeah, he got into some sort of dust up in a club, and, you know, guy punched him in the face or something, his lip blew up, and he ran away. So, that's the deal. You know, not everybody can actually fight. Kate Beckinsale, it can sell it. Can she actually fight? I don't know. Probably fight halfway decent. Probably fight better than me. But to have her spout this woke nonsense, even just a couple of lines, it ruins it. It ruins it. I don't even know what the plot of this movie is. I don't even understand why she's being jolted. That's the important information. In Crank, we knew what his deal was. They took his heart. Right? They took his heart and he had to get it back. Or no, what was it? No, that was the second one. The first one, they gave him some sort of drug, right? Some sort of drug, and he had to zap himself to keep himself from dying. The second one was his heart was gone. And he had to get it back. You know, this movie doesn't have that. It has some other trope. It's not, in my view, it's not very well explained. Stanley Tucci notwithstanding. And Stanley Tucci is a good actor, but man, sometimes the movie he picks, I don't really get it, but okay. This could be a great movie. It could be a great movie. You got a great lead here. You got a good supporting cast, but you're so caught up, and this is what I think. I think you're so caught up in the concept and in the wokeness, you haven't bothered to do it. Probably because the pitch was female crank. So, let's see who wrote this. And Bobby Carnevale. He's another one. He's in everything. Let's see. Where's the writer? Play it. There we go. Written by Scott Waschka and directed by Tanya Wexler. Okay. All right, you want feminist action star? Have at it. See what that gets you. See what the twos of people who watch this movie. It's not going to be good. It's on Amazon Prime, rated R, July 23rd. Calling it right now. Calling it right now. It's a feminist action movie. That's what I think it is. That's what they set out to create. That's like saying, I'm going to create a romance for guys. It's counterintuitive. It's not going to work. Guys aren't typically watching romance movies. Okay? I'm going to build a dress for men. Doesn't work. I'm going to build an action movie for women. No, you're not. Because women don't want that. Have you talked to women? Have you talked to human beings? Hollywood, you upset me. That's it for me and Little Joan. Little Joan's walking around here somewhere. Check us out on Bitchute and Rumble. We got a news blast and, of course, a Hollywoke hot take. I should have put this on Hollywoke hot take. And we'll see you tomorrow.